Happy Friday, everyone. Today is October 17th, 2025. And today I have a message for you, and it is in response to a question that you have posed. One of you have posed, or multiple people have posed, actually. If you may recall, those of you who've been following me, I have decided to answer a question every Friday by way of channel. I receive those questions either by comments, through comments rather, or by email. Some of you have been emailing me with your questions. So, by the way, if you don't know me, I'm Mel. I channel messages, I read energy, I remote view, and do all sorts of things. If you're interested in a personal session of any kind, please feel free to click the link tree for more information. That said, today's message that I have decided or selected to be answered is, will there be a solar flash? So I wanted to know that question, especially on the heels of yesterday's message from the Watchers, wherein they indicated that, yes, there will be events, but not one event that will change everything all at once, okay? So I know that some of you have questioned yesterday's message and have had concerns about, well, will there be anything at all? And I do believe there's lots that is going to be happening and is happening already. It's just that the idea that one event is going to change everything without subsequent or prior events leading up to this event is incorrect. And we have to be very careful when we interpret these messages, okay? We immediately jump to conclusions. And I want you to all be very mindful of this. These higher beings, they do speak truth, of course, but their messages aren't always on the surface what they appear to be. So, in other words, I do know that there will be events, but the idea that some spiritualists put out there, that there's one single event that will lead to this great change for everyone, is incorrect, because you have to energetically align. You have to vibrationally align. It is not going to affect everyone equally. It is not going to, produce the change for everyone in the same way. Not everyone is going to perceive it in the same way. So you see, there are different layers to this. So just keep that in mind. That said, today's question is, will there be a solar flash? So let's see who's willing to answer that question, because I do not know as of yet. Okay, I put it out there, and let's find out. We welcomed the opportunity to speak on a solar event so many have been discussing in the spiritualist community and elsewhere. This solar event is said to raise the overall frequency of the earthly realm to the point to where no lower vibrational energies can exist. We wish to clarify and explain what it is that so many speak of. This so-called solar event indeed exists, but it not in the form that you believe it to be. For it does not come in one instance. It does not come at one time, but rather is reaching your earthly realm in a succession of multiple different occasions. The idea that humanity would be experiencing such a strong solar event that changes the fabric of existence is a stretch by all means, for there would be an unusual amount of chaos that cannot be allowed. When we say cannot be allowed, we mean that us in the high realms, we do monitor what happens in your realm and with the human collective. We always look for ways and opportunities to make this evolutionary process as smooth as possible. A so-called solar event or solar flash, as some people may refer to it, will, if it existed, completely throw the human collective off balance in ways that is not beneficial. As such, there are ways we in the high realms are able to affect the amount of solar activity that is reaching your plane. We have mentioned before that there are many in the galactic realms who assist humanity with the ascension. This is only one area that we offer our assistance. So the answer to your question, will there be a solar event, simply is both correct and incorrect. For there isn't just one, but multiple. And each event will increase in intensity so as to lead to the ultimate goal, which is to provide humanity a boost to raise their consciousness and to deter lower vibrational energies from keeping hold. We are the Council of Human Affairs. Council of Human Affairs today, answering that question. So there you have it. So the solar flare, the solar flash, whatever you want to call it, that so many in the spiritualist community talk about, exists, but not in the form that it is being said it is. It is a series of different solar events that are increasing each time, and that ultimately will affect humanity, in the way that it's meant to. And I fully understand it. It kind of makes more sense, right? The idea that there's such a strong solar flash that affects so many people that may not have reached a level of, vibrational frequency that can allow for that to be absorbed or, tolerated. Because not everybody's going to take it the same way, right? there are many people who are not ready for this. But the idea that it is going to be happening in more increments is quite logic, right? And it makes a lot of sense if you ask me. So I have never asked that question before. I am glad that you all have stated or asked me to ask that question, because this is very interesting information. And that said, let me know what you think. Do you believe it? What have you heard? Does that make sense to you? Does that make you feel as though, deflate your hopes? I know some of you have been indicating that yesterday's message from the Watchers kind of made you feel a little less excited. But remember, it doesn't take away from the ultimate goal, okay? I always say, don't have any expectations as to how something is going to come about. Just know that it is. It's not up to you or to me to determine how we get there, right? Anyway, let me know what you think, and stay tuned for more. Bye.